Okay, we're on the just chatting screen. We're doing it live. We're doing it live. I'm fixing the chat live.
We're doing it live. Yay.
Okay, so far it's still excellent.
Yay.
Oh! This took so fucking long. This took 45 minutes. Ah! God, okay. I'm fixing the chat. There we go, we have the chat. It's still excellent. I think we're good to go. Now the question is anyone even going to watch it at this point?
And can I see the game?
Yes,
and
yes.
it still work?
I fucking hope it does. See, Task Manager is still saying that my CPU usage is at 100%, but,
Scary.
we're just gonna have to run with it.
Scary, scary.
Okay, 100th Assassin, can you hear us? Please say yes or I will wither up into a fucking mummified corpse.
We're trapped in this stream, and we just want to know if we're alone or not.
We're sending out signals into the void like a couple of lost astronauts. Okay, if you heard the mummy comment, then it means that you could hear me.
Yay!
Woo! We fucking did it. We finally fucking did it. All it takes is 45 minutes of technical difficulties to turn us into a couple of fucking fairies.
Just going, yay, yay, oh, you know. Yay! We go away for like, what, a month?
It's true.
God had to test us a little.
Yeah, you know, because setup did go incredibly smoothly. I think I was even saying, as I was getting everything set up, like, man, it's been so long that I was worried that, like, I was gonna have a whole lot of stuff to do to get everything back to the way it was the last time we streamed it, and it's like, no, everything just fell into place. This is awesome!
And God said, are you sure about that?
Yeah, God didn't like that answer. So, we were tested, but we triumphed. And...
We're the new Job.
The new what?
Job.
Job? Oh, I see. Okay.
From the Bible.
I forgot about that Bible story.
Read the Bible?
I tried to. Look, I tried to when I was 12, but the book was incredibly big and very dense, and then at the end of the book of Genesis, it just talks about, like, here are all these people who lived to the age 500, and it's like, I didn't care, so I stopped reading.
The story of Job is so funny, because it's just like, God having like, gamble with the devil.
Oh, it's that one. It's the one where he's like, yeah, if this guy's life gets entirely fucked up, he's still gonna love me.
And the devil's like, haha, are you sure about that? And God's like, yeah, watch.
Watch, I'm gonna fuck up this man's entire life right now just to prove a point.
To be fair, I think God basically, like, took away the blessing without telling Job and was like, I'm not going to protect you from the devil for this long. So the devil was like, okay, what can I do to get God, or to get Job to not be, like, praise God? And so he was like, all your crops, dead. All the, land around you, you can't grow anything new. Your whole family, dead. All your friends, dead. The whole town that you're from, dead. There's nothing. You can't move, you can't talk, all your bones are broken, your skin's burning, like you're just stuck in perpetual pain and there's nothing you can do about it. And after all that, Job is like, praise God. And God was like, ha, I told you! And that's the end of the story.
It's like the guy's life is still completely fucked, but it's still a happy ending for God.
I do think he gives him a new blessing, like new family, like people come back. Not the people that he had relationships with or anything.
Yeah, exactly.
It's all new people. He lost everything.
That's new people. He still has to deal with all the people he lost. It's still fucked. Maybe more to it, double of everything he lost. Yeah, but it's like
Yeah.
you can't double a lost loved one.
Imagine if Job was like, I'd like to double it and give it to the next guy.
Oh man.
Oh my god. God as like a TikTok person.
Oh man.
Here, I have a blessing.
Double it and give it to the next person.
Do you want this blessing or do you want to double it and give it to the next person? Oh, that's sending me. I love that.
Yeah, that's awesome. Man.
The new little-known book, the Bible.
I hear it's gonna be on the top of the New York Times bestseller list soon.
Every book is.
Yeah.
If I wrote a book, it would be on there.
I mean, I read a thing recently that was like, yeah, a lot of, like, publishing companies will just buy copies of their own fucking books to make them go on the New York Times bestseller list sometimes.
Rad.
So, it's like, oh, this doesn't actually even mean anything. Cool,
Nothing is
gotcha.
real, folks.
Disco Elysium streams with anime girls are my favorite place to get theology lessons. Yeah, here you'll hear about...
That's the next series.
You'll hear the story of Job.
Series.
Next one, we'll talk about how Cain brought the sides.
Yeah. The next series on this channel is going to be Bible study.
I mean, they
streams,
did
where we
already
just-
turn me... They already turned me Catholic in a lab once, so fuck it. Might as well. Might as well just go all the way.
I was talking to my family about the story of Cain and Abel, and a lot of them just didn't know the story, which I thought was strange.
Yeah, that is strange, because that's like one of the big ones. Yeah, exactly.
It's like the big three of the Bible.
Yeah, it's like everyone knows the creation story. Everyone knows the story of how Jesus both was born and died. So I guess there's actually 4 of them. It's like you have the creation. You have...
It needs to be the big 3 because then what one's Naruto, what one's Bleach, and what one's One Piece?
Oh god, I don't know, because I don't know enough about Bleach, to be honest. Like...
Oh, am I quiet? Do I need to be turned up?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how I can do that, because I do already basically have you at max, I think.
Damn, what am I in OBS?
You are also at max.
Okay, maybe it's on my end. Let's see.
Yeah, maybe just turn your gain up a little bit? I think that would help it. I did also turn myself down to kind of, like, even us out a bit.
Is this better? Is that better? Is
I
that louder?
don't hear any difference.
Cool. How's that?
That's a little bit better,
better?
I think.
Is that better? Hello?
Yes. Yes, that's better. That's better.
Okay,
Before
my
you-
system output volume was 0.
What?
So that doesn't make sense, but okay.
It doesn't make any fucking sense. How... I shouldn't have been able to hear you.
Yeah, how did you guys hear me at all?
Yeah, that's fucked up.
And I haven't touched that setting ever.
Huh. Weird. Alright. Yeah, the stream is
up and running again.
finally
We
up
talked
and
about
running.
The Bible
We did?
to appease God, so he doesn't do that shit again.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe this is just how we have to start all of our streams from now on, is just do like a 10-minute Bible study session, so that this way God doesn't fuck up the internet on us.
Ah, yes, streamer, spread my word. Your blessing is good internet.
Ah, God, don't you hate it when you just want to be an anime girl on the internet and you accidentally become a prophet instead?
Oh, I hate that.
Man.
What a way to ruin a Sunday. It's Sunday!
It is Sunday.
That's why this always happens. This is his day.
Yeah, he's like, what the fuck are you doing? You're taking away my thunder. Your stream is now going into the dirt.
What was the guy's name? McGilded?
Yeah. No.
His name
it was the crescent moon looking guy. Garreteb.
Yeah.
Garreteb. That was his name. Yeah, just look, I have like 5 voices that I can do. That's one of them. It's actually kind of funny because so recently I've been sharing my Discworld addiction with my grandma by reading her some of the book, specifically going postal. Whenever I call her. We're on chapter 3 right now. And it was very much the same thing as whenever we would start Great Ace Attorney, where I'm like, oh fuck, that's right, I have to come up with character voices now. It's like, I don't have to either is the thing. Like, I'm sure I'd be fine just reading normally. Unfortunately, I'm a genetic freak and I'm not normal, and I have to voice act whenever I read something. It's just, I have to. It's a compulsion.
Yeah, I do that with, Apothecary Diaries when I read it at night. I'll read it out loud to my cat.
Aw, that's awesome.
And he lays at the end of my bed and he looks at me.
Aw. Papa getting bedtime stories.
Yeah. Speaking of, I got those little, like, nail caps for Papa, and he seems to not mind them at all.
Huh. Interesting. I've always wondered about those.
I've had friends who, like, swear by them.
Really? I'm kind of tempted.
He may have scratched Valor Mom pretty bad.
Oh no.
By accident. He may have got scared by the sounds on the TV and used her face to run away.
Oh no!
She's okay, but she does still have some big scratches on, like, the side of her face. So we have decided
Understandable.
That just clipping his nails all the time is not very helpful.
Fair.
And the fact that he, like, doesn't even care that these are on is a plus. I've been keeping an eye to make sure he's not, like, chewing on them, because if he starts chewing on them, I'll remove them.
Yeah, fair enough.
Because I don't want him to choke.
Yeah, you but saying that,
he hasn't even attempted to, like, lick them or anything.
That's good. Like, whenever you started talking about it, I was considering, like, hey, maybe I should get those for Vesta, because she does like scratching things that are not her scratching post. Yeah. Especially my fucking coffee table. That coffee table was so nice. It was so pretty. And then...
My computer chair is a scratch post, as well as my bar stools.
Oh, God, yeah.
New bar stools that are not leather.
Yeah, it's like my computer chair is fucked as well.
Yeah.
Okay, Vesta has actually ruined 2 of them. 'Cause I had one for a while. And then something got fucked up with it, and my grandma was like, hey, I have this office chair that I don't really use anymore because I don't use the computer. Would you like it? And I'm like, oh, sure. And she's like, okay, cool. And Vesta won't destroy this one because it's, like, made of a harder material. I'm like, you underestimate my cat. And she did, because now it's scratched all to hell.
Yeah.
Which,
but yeah, he still climbs up on stuff. Like, he barely even cares that they're on. I think it's gonna be a win on this one.
That's good. I feel like Vesta would be the kind of cat who would just not stand them at all. And it's like, I would not remember to take them off before going to work, and then I would spend the entire day at work like, oh no, what if she swallows one? What if she chokes to death? I don't think it's gonna work out for me, but I'm very glad that they're helping you guys out.
Yeah.
Anyway, so should we start playing the video game? Because I do have to leave at 9 either way, just because I gotta work tomorrow. I can't go late. I was actually saying that as we were setting this stream up again. It's just like, If it wasn't for the fact that I have to drive for 6 hours tomorrow. Also, why is the game not on screen? Ah! That's not it. Oh, that's a different one. Okay. I need to fix my fucking setup here. There we go. All right. Cool, cool, cool.
Can you send me the game?
Oh, God, that's right. I forgot that I had to do that again. Oh,
Okay.
just a sec.
Huh?
I'm just gonna, is there something that I can cover the screen with?
You
Yeah,
just
sure.
hide me.
Well, I'm just
Like,
gonna
make
do
me
this.
Invisible.
I'm just gonna do this for now. It's
That's
just
me,
because
chat.
I don't want them seeing anything on Discord. Like, I don't have anything open, but it's a just in case. Okay, wait a minute. Maybe the issue is that I'm streaming this at... Just 1 second, actually. I'm going to... stop streaming. I'm going to share my screen again. And I'm going to turn the resolution down to 720 just to be safe.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna turn the frame rate down to maybe 30 is fine, right?
Yeah, I don't see a difference either way.
Okay, cool, cool.
I'm not one of those snobs.
Awesome. Okay, wait a second. Wait a second. Now I just have 2 of the Disco Elysiums on screen. I swear to God, chat, I had this set up before. I swear to God. It wasn't gonna be this scuffed immediately. Is my fridge not running? I mean, my fridge is running. My modem, it's questionable.
Well, it's running really fast, actually.
Yeah. I mean, unfortunately, in the game, we don't have a running fridge, because I'm pretty sure that we sent the body back to the police station. Like, I don't remember what specifically we were doing at the end of last stream. I know that we went to that apartment building, and we talked to that guy. But that's it.
Did we talk to the guy?
I think we did, yeah, like the guy who was smoking outside.
I think we tried to, and Kim was like, hey, let's come back tomorrow at 9.
Ah, I see.
Or, like, come back at 9?
Maybe?
Maybe?
Okay, yeah, we were, doing this. Let me actually just check this. Okay. Pay for damages. Oh, right, yes, okay, I remember now. So, we were,
Gonna pay for our hotel.
yeah, we were gonna pay for our hotel, and Kim was like, hey, if we need extra money, I have these spinner hubcaps, and we can sell them. And then Joyce's info on the lynching. Something she wants to tell you. You just have to present her with your badge to hear it. Or perhaps if you did her a favor, she'd waive off the formality. Whatever the case. Oh, right, Joyce. That was the lady who was on the boat after
Yeah,
we were in the apartment.
The, like, super liberal? Is that what she called herself?
I think? I don't remember. Locate door number 28. Okay. Oh, and I also have to report back to the cleaning lady. Because we went into that one, that one
with the
apartment.
landlord in it.
Yeah. Okay, and also this had a thing on it, so I wasn't sure if... Okay, I think we have a skill point, but I'm gonna save that for now.
Yeah, I forget what we wanted to level up.
Yeah, me too, so I'm gonna wait until, I'm gonna wait until it comes up.
The bird is pecking at your window?
Oh.
You see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel pre...
Okay, well, there's nothing else in there. So I guess we'll just...
It's all nobody.
Yeah, I guess we'll just go...
To the pawn shop.
Yeah, let's see what we can get.
It is pretty late.
Oh. Wait, no, get back there. A sewer grate, a gateway to the river of filth. I'm gonna look around, see if I can find anything else. Plastic wrapped macaronis stamped with humanitarian aid. This says humanitarian aid tuna fish, not for resale. It says speakers from the people of Samara. Food gift from the people of Messina. Huh. So I guess this is all just supplies for the people who are striking. Helplines of the company that controls the drawbridge. Either to the people that are striking or the people who are affected by the strike. What? What is... Oh, that's the drawbridge, okay. For a second, that looked like the railing of, like, a staircase, and I'm like, what?
Oh, yeah.
How is the perspective working here? Okay, so it did say to the south, right? Like, this seems to...
Do you want to know where it is?
Yes.
To the left.
To the left, okay.
That
oh,
door.
I see. Cool.
Guys, I've been playing Minecraft.
You have?
I have. I bought it on PlayStation. I've been playing Minecraft.
Oh, damn.
I don't know how I feel about it. Because where I set up my house, there's like this really cute little island, and I was like, oh, I'll make my little house there. Yay! Surrounded by water. There's drowned everywhere, and I didn't even know those things existed.
Oh, no!
And they keep killing me. But I've done too much to build my house anywhere else.
Damn. Do
How
you
do I
want
get
some...
rid of them?
Okay, so basically, in Minecraft, monsters will spawn wherever there is no light. So the main thing you're gonna have to do is figure out how to get light down there. And there are a couple of options. Jack-o'-lanterns, for one, if you have pumpkins. You can grow more of them. And then use a pair of shears, make a jack-o'-lantern face, and then you just use a torch with that. And then it makes a light source that can go underwater. You can also use glowstone, especially if you're, like, trading with villagers and stuff. If you talk to, like, a priest villager and you trade with them a whole bunch, you can get just an infinite amount of glowstone. Or you can go to the nether and get it yourself, but that ends badly for me a lot of the time.
I see. I know so little about this video game.
That's fair.
I've held off for so long.
To be honest, I feel like Minecraft is kind of fun whenever it's like, you just don't know what the fuck is going on. You're just doing your best. Also, is there nobody here for me to... Okay, no, there is a guy. For a second when he wasn't moving, I thought he was just like a mannequin behind like some kind of like display case.
Like one of those fortune teller things?
Yeah, basically. In the dark, a film projector is whirring away. Bust of a woman. The plaque says simply DEI. I don't know what that means.
Welcome
some kind of machine. An antique cash register? Mostly military wear with a few more eccentric fashions thrown in.
Wow, a very large red t-shirt with an impressive print stands out from the other garb.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah, the print depicts a muscled man striding toward you, a giant sword in each hand, encircled by burning embers. Behind him is a cluster of cabins engulfed in flames. Beneath him are the words, Hyundal burning.
Love that the first option is like... We're already in this. We are playing Disco Elysium again, ladies and gentlemen.
Smells like worn cotton and a little old sweat there. Worn cotton with a side of flea market or trash bin.
Sniffing is okay, but please don't try anything on. Can't have you leaving your photon emissions in the fabric of things you're not going to buy.
Is that why they took all the dressing rooms out of the value villages?
Maybe.
I'm still upset
Or they-
about that. I
They don't
used
want
to...
you to try stuff on, so you buy it and then it doesn't fit, and then
Oh,
you
no,
have
that
to
is
take it
the
back.
exact reason why they do it. But it pisses me off, because I used to love going to Value Village for new clothes. But the thing is, I'm not gonna buy something that I can't try on. And it's also, like, part of
Yeah.
the fun of Value Village was just being like, yeah, this is, like, tangentially something that I might wear sometime, maybe. And then you try it on, and it's like, oh, wait, no, this actually looks fucking great. Like, sometimes you can't tell what's gonna look good on you just on the rack.
Yeah,
it's like,
it
I'm
could
not-
also be maybe they stopped washing stuff, so if they let you try stuff on and then you get a rash, that it's their fault.
Well, that's fucking dumb. Wash your shit.
But then they have to hire somebody to wash the stuff.
They probably already did, considering they had those things open for, like, years and years and years.
Yeah, but they have to cut costs.
For what?
So their
They're a
profits
second-
go up.
They're a secondhand store. They get all the stuff they get for free.
Yeah, but they want the profit.
I don't give a shit about their profits. I want to try on cute clothes.
Mr. Value cares about his profits, and he will cut every corner to get that number to go up.
Well,
He's like a Monster Hunter fan.
Well, Mr. Value can go fuck himself, is what I'm saying.
But then how will he be able to afford a house with Mrs. Village?
He probably already fucking can! Do you know how popular thrift shopping got around, like, the mid-2010s? They've been riding that high for, like, 10 years now.
They have. Value Village is actually trash because they do this cool thing where they'll put tags on things so people think it's brand new. So they'll go out and get
Wait,
tags
really?
from, like, the Bay or Winners and put it on stuff.
Holy shit, I had no idea about that.
Yeah.
See,
There's been many posts of people, like, donating bags and stuff that were, like, 5 years old. And then going into the store, like, a few days later, finding that bag, and it has a brand new tag on it.
what the hell?
Yeah. Because
See,
then they can charge more if it's brand new.
That sucks. See, what especially sucks is, like, I've tried to find alternatives to Value Village, and it's like, you can find some, but they tend to be, like, the niche, like, local places. I did try going to Plato's Closet, and I was very, disappointed, because from what I've read online, a lot of those locations, they'll also only take stuff that they think is, like, currently popular. So you don't get the
Yeah.
experience of going to Value Village and just seeing, like, all kinds of weird shit. It's like, okay, like, this was a couple years back, so it was just like, okay, something from Shein, something from Shein, something from Shein, something from Shein, another thing from Shein,
lot of it
another
Shein.
thing from Shein. And it's like, I want something interesting, please. Like, that's...
I found a Lolita coat at one.
Really?
Yeah, like a $240 jacket.
Holy shit. That's a good fucking find.
It's like a sweet Lolita thing. I forget what the brand was.
Huh.
I feel like I talked about it on stream before.
I feel like I either wasn't there for it or I just forgot.
Probably both.
Could be both.
We've probably talked about this on stream probably 3 times.
Oh,
And
probably
we just
knowing
don't
us.
remember.
Yeah. No brain
The
gang
joys.
rise up.
We're the easiest streamers to get into because we repeat our stories, so everybody can get in on the bits.
Exactly.
That's why we do it, chat.
See, that makes me think of, I've been listening to this writing podcast recently, and I've been, like, binge-watching a lot of the episodes. And the thing is, they'll do a similar thing where it's like, they know, like... So with this writing podcast, they consciously are aware of the fact that, like, any episode could be somebody's first episode. So, they, like... they'll repeat some of their advice. And the thing is, I really like this podcast, but there are, like, certain pieces of advice that I've heard so often that it's actually made me go, like, maybe I should step away from this podcast for a bit. Like, maybe I should stop listening for, like, a couple of weeks, so this way this, like, stops being as fresh in my mind.
Yeah, for sure.
You're not imagining it. Photon emissions? What is he talking about?
So, what's the deal with the man on this t-shirt?
It's the man from Hendal.
Okay, that doesn't tell me anything, Kim.
Walking away from his burning village. Yes.
Their matter-of-fact tone belies their surprise at the fact that you didn't recognize the figure in the print. Lie, sire, for no reason.
I was a very sheltered child. My parents only let me read boring books about ordinary people, and the man from Hemdall looks extraordinary. Or we can just be honest. I'm guessing I'm supposed to know who this man from Hemdall is, but I lost my memory recently. I need help remembering basic facts about reality. You know what? I'm gonna lie. I'm gonna lie for fun.
That's very sad, man.
That's a sin.
Then you missed out on
Oh,
some
well.
pretty well executed, albeit repetitive, adventure literature.
That's how I'm getting back at God for fucking up the start of the stream.
The man from Yelmdale is the hero of a series of popular books based on a fictional version of Kotla, mostly what is nowadays Arda NFD.
Jesus
In
has
fact,
entered the chat.
Most people don't think that man from Yelmdale ever really existed, but they are wrong.
He's real?
Hendal isn't a real place.
Neither
He
is
might
the
not be
man
real.
a real man, of course. But both the man and Hjelmdal are an ontological necessity. But hey, it's not worth getting into an argument about.
Hey, what do you mean that he was real?
I mean, even if the man from Hjelmdal didn't exist before the adventure novels, the stories have made it so that he has. It's simple, really.
Ah, we're doing this based
It's like
on
a
Discord
Captain
logic.
America isn't. Yeah, Captain America isn't real, but he sure got a lot of people to join the army.
It's true, it's true.
Okay.
He sounds incredulous.
You sound skeptical. It's not that complicated. All that's required is a more robust understanding of cause and effect. Besides, I've been to Kotla, though not quite as far north as the Hjelmdal, and watched northern lights travel across the sky. Very unique, energetic tides there.
His theory isn't exactly incoherent, but its logic does suggest some unusual neural activity. Interesting.
People when they interact with me for more than 30 seconds. I love how this is just a fancy way of saying, man, I can smell your mental illness from here.
Very, very unique energies indeed. Geomagnetic ley lines, one might even say.
Alright, I think we should actually just fucking talk to this guy.
Just sell this stuff and
It's
go to
not
sleep.
often that I see
Yeah,
opposites
we
from the
probably
RPM
should.
in my
It is
portion.
almost midnight.
The guy
What
will
can I
still
do
be
for
here, and
you?
he will still talk about the same shit tomorrow.
Exactly.
His courtesy is not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector, just watching the movement of light across the walls of the shop.
Sorry, I feel like I'm interrupting you.
Oh no, not at all. I guess I haven't had many customers lately. RCM or otherwise.
Who are your customers usually?
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travelers, people looking for a deal, people looking for a keepsake. People who are terminally bored. As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from.
Harry, what do you mean by this?
I don't know.
This business plan is all over the place. You should specialize, zoom in, recapitalize. You know, I'm gonna do this one just to see what the fuck Harry is on about.
It keeps me entertained.
He responds, unimpressed with your snobbery. Oh. Is Roy high? And if yes, then what is he on?
Got an even chance.
I do.
It's
Alright,
red,
fuck
so
it.
you can never try it again.
I mean, isn't this a white check? Oh, you mean...
Oh wait, it is. Sorry, the electrochemistry was red,
Okay.
and it made me think it
He
was a red check.
definitely is high. Whatever it is, you've probably done it, and many other things besides. But you can't cut through the jumble of sensations to get to the answer. Looking at his wares, talking to him, that might give you more clues. A guarded man like him wouldn't tell you if you asked out loud.
Okay, well, let's sell the thing
Yes,
first.
we'd like to sell these hubcaps.
Lieutenant steps in and hands him the
Roy
spinners.
takes the hubcaps from the lieutenant and inspects them. The spinners appear iridescent in the dancing light of his pawn shop.
Yes, these are very, very good. Did you defraud some foreign prince for them? Jump a mesk banger? No matter. I'll give you 200 real.
No one
Nice.
wants
That's
to
how much we
fraud you,
need.
Lord Junt.
That
Not
is.
for you.
That's perfect.
Of course, I meant no offense. 200 real for you, officer. Delightful doing business with you. Do come again.
Thank you. Here's the
Awesome.
100
Thank
real
you.
you need for your bill. Do not waste it.
I won't. Not yet.
The windfall is a small
Yay!
consolation.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
I'd like to
I'd
sell my clothes.
Let me, check my pockets.
Anything
have
else
a-
you're thinking of selling?
You can safely sell postcards.
Okay, yeah. How? Ah, there we go. Cool. Well, that's a little bit more money.
I have a fascinating photo of a corpse here.
Oh,
Normal things.
No, I don't like those kinds of objects. No sale.
Do you know what the tattoos mean?
A photic path, counter radiance network, anti-magnetism. It's
How
darkness.
did you get in there?
That's all I know.
Get out of the
Tell
inside of
me
my desk.
something lighter.
Okay.
What
I
can
don't-
you dangerously sell? Everything.
I don't want to sell my clothes. I kind of need those. I will
Yeah.
say it is very threatening that I walked into this pawn shop with a crowbar in one hand and a bag in the other.
Another time, perhaps.
You might be able to aid our
I
investigation.
doubt it, but I can try and answer any questions you may have.
Know anything about the recent hanging?
I do my best to keep my distance from all manner of butchery. Bad for business, bad for everyone.
You can't lose your best friend, the tie. It's true.
He doesn't know
He's the
anything.
most important character.
The pawnbroker's gaze is already fixed on the dancing colors.
By the way, do you happen to have any guns like the ones carried by cops?
Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question. I promptly sold her the gun you pawned a
Fuck!
couple days back.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
This is a pawn shop, and it did feel
Uh-oh.
as you've met before. Oh god.
Well, thankfully we have like 8 healing items.
The lieutenant shifts from one foot to another, alert.
Wait, I sold you my gun?
You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. Said you were undeserving of
The
a
truth
service
come out.
veteran of the Revachol Citizens Militia.
Not a great look!
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
And I don't like keeping guns around the shop for long. Off the charts photon emissions. The unhealthy kind.
He's not telling you the whole story. It seems he's trying to spare you.
I feel like there's something you're not telling me.
You weren't quiet yourself, officer.
What was I like?
You were very
Trapped in this
distraught.
line of questioning.
You said the gun was a threat to your life and that you can't trust yourself with it tonight.
Ooh,
And that you need the money.
that has some,
Yikes.
bad implications.
When I said that I don't normally buy firearms, you put the gun barrel in your mouth and sort of sucked on it. Then I agreed to take it.
Concerning. Alright.
How much did you
Very
pay me
normal
for it?
behavior. You must have been in great shape.
Well, we're not choosing this one.
Yikes!
Wait, how much did I sell the gun for?
15 real.
The lieutenant looks from you to Roy, and then back to you. It's clear that he hopes this tableau might still turn out to be a bad dream. It's not, though.
Well, fuck.
This
I
has
feel
got
like
to
this
be
guy
the
ripped
most-
us off.
Wow.
Yeah! He paid us 15 bucks for a cop's gun!
I think he owes us more money right now.
I think he does.
There's pity there, too. In case you didn't notice.
Happens to the best of us, I guess. I mean, we are the sorry cop, so...
No apologies necessary, officer.
Was the buyer a policeman too?
She didn't seem like a policeman, although she kept referring to herself as a pig, which was odd. I found her interest in the gun a bit obsessive, but I was just happy to get rid of it, and of her.
So someone who sees himself as a cop, maybe?
Maybe?
But
Either
doesn't
that
like
or
it?
she walked in here like, I have some very sad news for you. I know you're gonna be disappointed to hear this, but I'm getting turned into a pig.
Uh-oh. Oh, like Minecraft. Right? They got
No.
pig people in that.
No, there's a bit from a group of streamers that I like where they made an AI voice of one of their friends, and they had it talk about like transforming into a pig, and it's I'll send you a link to the stream highlights video, but just I couldn't
She
help
walked
it.
in wanting to be a pig.
I
Dang
couldn't
it.
help it. There was like that video starts with it saying, hey YouTube, you're all gonna be very sad to hear this, but I'm getting turned into a pig. Now I didn't want to get turned into a pig, but this is something that I just have to deal with. That fucking video. If you guys are curious, look up RTVS Slog Bits. SLOG Bits. It's such a good fucking video.
Truth be
Speaking of
told,
good
she
videos,
was
did you guys get
terrifying.
the reference in the thumbnail?
Oh, you'd better. What if the Joker was blue and orange?
Every time I click on that fucking video, I start crying.
It's so good.
It's so funny.
See, I just have been trapped in a feedback loop of what if the Joker was blue and orange? And also that one fucking video where Tommy Wiseau is like, hi, this is me, Tommy Wiseau, and I'm here with the new Joker. And then it cuts to him dressed as like Heath Ledger's Joker, just going, ah! I just jump back and forth between the two of them.
If you think about it, Harry's sort of the Joker if he was blue and orange, because his physical health
Ow!
is orange and his mental health is blue.
Oh, fuck, you right!
He's
What if the Joker was
if he
blue
was
and orange
and orange.
on the inside?
Look at even the background of his portrait.
Yeah!
Guys! We cracked
And
the code.
And he's always got that stupid smile on. He is the Joker if he was blue and orange.
He
The
is
Joker
the
if he was
Joker,
green and
baby.
orange. Yo.
Oh, because that's Kim and Harry.
Yeah, together they make one full Joker. Also, yeah, anybody would be terrifying if they were turning into a pig.
Right, so let me get this right. You sold your sidearm, issued by the citizens' militia, and now a civilian is running around the streets of Martinez with it?
Miraculously, his face does not reveal what's happening inside.
We are the sorry cop,
Well-
but there's only one explanation. She must be one of my rabid fans.
Yep. 100%.
In that case, she'll be happy to get a visit from us, if we can find her.
Hey, do you know where I might be able to find them?
My apologies, officer, but I have no idea where she was coming from or where she went.
A needle in a haystack. There is nothing you can do about it now. You'll just have to hope you luck upon her somehow.
Nice.
Nice. I mean, this is a video game, so our odds are pretty good. Well, at least now I know how I lost my sidearm. Let's talk about something else.
Of course.
Maybe tomorrow we can report back to
Yeah.
to our team from our hometown who will love that so much.
Oh, yes.
They won't make fun of us at all.
Definitely not.
Mm-mm.
Alright, I think it's bedtime.
Yeah, it's 1 in the morning.
Yeah.
Or is it midnight? It might be
It's midnight.
Hmm.
Still fucking late, though. Oh, that is the door.
Yeah,
Okay.
Harry is the sleepy cop.
I love the idea that Harry's title just changes based on what, like, emotional state he's in. So right now he is the sleepy
Can I
cop.
help you?
Alright, about the money I owe.
Yes. Have you got it?
Yes.
Well,
How do you want to give him the $100?
Well, we are the sorry cop.
great. Thank you, officer. That's all I wanted. Payment for services rendered. If you continue to stay here, I just ask that you please pay your nightly bill in advance starting tomorrow. The electronic lock to your room has been disabled till 9 p.m. tomorrow. Please pay for each night in advance starting tomorrow. 20 real per night.
I'll take a room here too.
Of course. Always happy to have officers from the RCM as guests. Anything else I can do for you?
What does this mean? We've definitely selected this before.
If there's like things you find around the whirling and regs, he might be able to answer. It'll bring
see.
up a list of things that you can ask him.
Okay, well, yeah, we haven't really seen anything new in here recently, I don't think. And I'm assuming if we did, it would have changed or something.
It does not change.
I see, okay. Well, good enough. Alright.
We're sleepy cop.
We are Sleepy Cop.
That is true. $20 a night? That's
Yeah.
really cheap.
It's not bad.
Most hotels are like 400.
So how do I get Kim to go back to his room?
Go into your room,
Oh, okay.
and then he'll be like, are you done for the day?
This is the door to the room you redecorated.
Alright, good night, Lieutenant.
Just a moment. We should talk about our progress on the investigation. Let's go out to the balcony.
Oh, okay.
The air outside is brisk. The lieutenant is silent for a moment. He listens to the traffic hum. Then,
Now then, we should talk about the investigation. But I also feel you're a bit hazy on the RCM. Our role here, our rights, our jurisdiction, basically.
Say nothing, just look into the night. Well, I didn't know you smoked.
I have a cigarette every night when I go over my notes. It's something of a ritual.
Oh man,
So
he
cool.
looked so devastatingly cool with that cigarette.
Smoke a cigarette? Don't mind if I do.
Yeah,
I
wasn't
love
that
the
one of your quests?
I love the sentence. A cigarette is such a great idea. I think I'm gonna have one too.
How did you get so cool, Kim?
Oh, I thought this was gonna show me my items also. Ah, okay, so these repeat. Cool.
Mm.
Alright. But yeah, we did get cigarettes, but that was for Kuno to see if he could get us a fridge. But then it's like, I thought it over more, and it's like, no, you know what? We already fucked up enough before the game started. I don't think I want to give a child cigarettes.
I do think there's something cool that might happen if you do. Do you want a spoiler of what could happen?
Sure,
if you give him
because
cigarettes?
I feel like only bad things would result from this.
I think, now I'm not positive, but I think there's a chance that he will join your party
What?
and, like, be a part of your team and follow you around town.
So
I
we
think
can
that's a thing that can happen if you become friends with Kuno.
we can permanently just have Kuno on our team.
The Kuno buff.
I don't know if that's a buff. I'll be honest, knowing Kuno. I'm gonna just do how did you get so cool,
I mean,
Kim?
This isn't cool. It's an unnecessary trial of will and unhealthy.
Unfortunately, you can't have Kim and Kuno at the same time. Oh, then what's the point?
Yeah. That's crappy.
Keeping the habit within the parameters he's given himself takes a lot of focus. It would be easier to simply quit. Yet, were he to quit, he would lose the cool factor. This man relishes his cool quite a bit below it all.
Fuck it.
You're cold, detective. Again, I only have exactly one every night.
Well, I didn't get the option to take it. Alright, well, let's just do the debrief
It's been
then.
a long and eventful day.
So, how do you think it went?
Terrible.
Well, we inspected the victim's body, so that's good. It was not easily approachable in that state, but we did it. I would say our initial inspection was very thorough, and we have solid leads to follow up on.
Okay, so not as bad as it could be is what you're saying.
In
Yeah.
addition, we got that body down from the tree, and we performed the field autopsy on the victim. We found some things we can really work with. I still feel like we're missing something, but we performed a thorough search of the premises of the crime scene. That's great.
So I'm guessing that this is sort of just to, like,
In case it took you like a month and a half to get through the first day.
yeah, well, I feel like it's also supposed to be, like, whenever he says, I still feel like we're missing something, but we performed a thorough search of the premises of the crime scene, makes me think that there might be something that we didn't really look into at the crime scene, or either that or it's because, we sent the corpse back.
Yeah, or something we missed, maybe.
Yeah, exactly, but it's like, that's cool. If this is how the game basically tells you, hey, you may have missed something, you might want to, like, circle back around. Just by giving, like, subtle hints like that, that's cool.
He's right. You could smell it. That something is missing, even under the overpowering odor of the corpse.
Now,
there you
as
go.
for interviews, my list of people to talk to here in Martinez, I mean.
Unlike most cops, I understand how important communication is in our line of work. The initial interviews, yes, well, we talked to some people.
Including Evrard Claire, a daunting adversary, if there ever was one.
Yeah.
He wasn't
Didn't like that
particularly
guy. He had
forthcoming with
bad
useful
vibes.
information,
Mm-hmm. I'm a little intimidated by him, honestly. He has stuff on me.
Well,
He's a tough
we
cookie,
will have
that
to
one.
work through that. Claire also helped you, how should I say, remember your name? That's a relief.
I want a different name, one I haven't ruined yet. It's a very serviceable name. You know what? After learning the stuff that we did today, I feel like Harry would say this.
You can look
The
into the
bird
process of
jumped into your
changing
hand?
name after we finish
Whoa!
the investigation.
Pug!
100th Assassin is starting his Disney Princess arc. You love to see it. You love to see it.
Now you have to legally sing a song.
What song are you gonna sing, 100th Assassin?
We talked to Joyce, Monsieur, but didn't get any information from her. I have a feeling Joyce knows how dangerous the situation really is. We have to get her to talk to us. Above all, though, today was exhausting. What's with all the running? You run a lot. Is that a standard Precinct 41?
Calling me out on running! I mean, this is just straight up bullshit.
Yeah, really.
I don't know why I do the things I do, Lieutenant Kitsuragi.
It's like two anime girls are controlling my brain.
It's impressive, especially for a man your age. And in those hills.
Tequila
Nice
is a
shoes,
good
by the way.
choice.
I like the green. Goes with the orange.
Hell yeah. Yeah, because Harry's the Joker if he was green and orange.
Yeah!
So what are our powers exactly, the RCM?
They're quite limited, actually. The power officers of the Rebachol Citizens Militia exercise most frequently is imposing fines of up to 1,000 real for offenses, in accordance with an interdepartmental schedule.
Wouldn't that be an easy power to abuse?
Yes, although indirectly, as citizens can always request records from their local station.
You guys actually got a lot of stuff done on the first day. I definitely didn't. Huh. All right, cool.
Yeah,
Good to know that
we got
I'm...
so much done on the first day. I am honestly impressed.
Wait, really?
Yeah, my first day, I didn't have the body down. I don't even know if I got to Everett Clare.
Huh.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I've just kind of been, like, wandering around and just clicking on stuff. Like, that's been this whole day.
You've gotten so far that I'm worried about the second day.
What?
Yeah. Because there might
How-
not be a whole lot we can do until the next part of the map opens up on Wednesday.
Oh, okay. Well, we have side quests we can do.
Officers of the RCM
Yeah.
have been known to take bribes of less than the prescribed fine amount. It undermines trust in the RCM.
Also, why is it limited to 1,000? I'm pretty sure fines can go up more than that in real life.
The RCM's primary role is to ensure safety. We are not really supposed to play any part in the economic structure of Rebachol.
Okay, what else?
We can arrest people, of course, but rather than bringing someone in directly, it's preferable to serve a station call slip. It prevents confusion and overcrowding.
So we just politely ask the criminals to show up to their own arrest?
Yeah, the law says you have to show up at our office on this day at this time.
Please
Don't run
don't.
away.
Please don't run away. Is that guy on tobacco or meth? Yes. I'm assuming you're talking about Harry.
If Harry, then yes.
Then yes.
You can't. Those who don't show up become fugitives, though, and have fewer legal rights when they are eventually caught. It's about power projection. Thus far, they seem to mostly show up.
I see. And if someone resists?
We are permitted to use whatever force we deem necessary, even lethal.
I love these one after another because they come as like it's like these are thoughts that just came to Harry's mind.
Yeah, and what one do I pick?
Well, no, it's like one after another. Like, wait, if I kill someone while on duty, have you ever killed anyone, Kim? Have I killed anyone?
I thought that the
You
next
have
one was going to
supply
be what
compelling
happens to the
evidence
people
for
we
why it
kill.
was necessary to use lethal force. In these cases, your partner is usually your witness. Not a good position to be in, by the way. Internal Affairs handles these cases thoroughly, by cross-examining you for inconsistencies. It is hard to cover for anyone, which is for the best.
Have you ever killed anyone?
Yes. The last time was 4 years ago.
He says it matter-of-factly and moves on. He has internalized it well. It's just that. A fact. A self-contained past event.
I mean, if you gotta do it, I feel like that is kind of the best way to handle it.
Yeah, really.
Have I killed anyone?
That's an improbability. Perhaps even impossibility.
I probably have. I don't know if I really want to know.
Precinct 41 is known for a higher than average rate of police violence.
Uh-oh.
I'm kind of connecting some dots here because, like, wasn't it mentioned before that, like, Harry was doing all this because he's like, no, I can't be a cop anymore, I can't stand it, like, I can't keep doing this, like, what if part of that is just in reaction to the fact that his coworkers are, bigger on the police brutality thing?
Maybe.
I guess we're just gonna have to keep playing and see.
Dang, he called you mostly harmless. Yeah, I feel like that's one of the things that can change
Really?
based off of how you've played so far, but I'm not positive.
Huh. That is interesting, because I know that there are probably some routes where he's like, oh, you probably have, like, seeing how you've behaved already.
You certainly have, Harry. You're crazy.
It's like the start of Case 3 of the first Ace Attorney game where they go to talk to Will Powers in jail and Maya's like, I don't know if this is a bad thing to say, but he did it. He did it. 100% murder.
Yeah.
Maybe twice.
Man, I want to play through the original Ace Attorney games so bad.
Yeah. I think I've still got the original trilogy on my 3DS. That's
I
how
think I have it for free on
Ooh.
PlayStation, but the license may have ran out. 'Cause I think it was
fair enough.
from, PlayStation Plus, and sometimes those games just stop working if you
Oh, no.
didn't play them. I
Well,
know.
that sucks.
Like all the Final Fantasy games.
Oh, no!
Mm-hmm.
Dang, I thought that if you had, like, the PS Plus free games that you could just download them at any time.
You're supposed to if they're in your library, but I don't know, sometimes they have a lock on them. And even when I,
Huh.
like, try and reinstate the license, it doesn't really work. It doesn't give me the option for those games.
That's dumb.
Mm-hmm. Shitty. Maybe I
Yeah.
don't know what I'm doing, though. Maybe there's a way to get it back.
That's fair. Like, I don't know, someone on Reddit's probably figured it out.
Yeah.
That's what I figure about, like, most tech issues I have. We love
Pretty
always
much.
online DRM.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what happens to the people we convict?
We don't convict. We arrest and send them to coalition government courts in Courant and La Delta. The prosecution works off our testimonies and records, which is why it's paramount to keep them.
And who makes all these rules? The coalition government?
Yes, the international community's mission in Ravachol, and the moral intern more broadly.
I'm assuming that's the country that this town is in.
The RCM was formed by the coalition government to restore order in the international zone after the revolution. So we did. Now we attempt to maintain that order. No more, no less. Or perhaps it is better to say we were allowed to form. It's a point of contention whether the citizens of Revachol or the coalition government founded the RCM.
Let's say it was the citizens, because that sounds like a cooler story.
Either way, the Moralitan leases us the right to keep the peace in this city, and they will take it away if we misuse it.
This is why you buy physical copies? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like,
I mostly have physical. I get scared of digital.
Yeah, I prefer physical too. I think the only games that I got digital were like, it was either during the pandemic. I know that Animal Crossing, I got Animal Crossing New Horizons digitally, but that's because, like, I got it whenever the lockdown was in full swing and you just couldn't fucking find physical copies anywhere, so I'm like, I want to play with my friends.
Yeah.
I
did
don't want to
something
have
similar. I had ordered Final Fantasy VII Remake because it came out at the start of the pandemic. And I ordered the special edition, like collector's edition, and it wasn't going to come in on time because of the lockdown. It wasn't going to get here day one.
Oh no!
So I bought the game digital.
Oh man.
At full price, so I have 2 copies, 1 digital copy, 1 normal copy.
Well, now you know you'll have it forever.
Yeah, and then it was free on PlayStation Plus, like, a few years later.
Damn. So you can get a 3rd version!
Yeah, I have 3 copies, technically.
I got 3 of them, because of circumstances.
I have, I think, 4 copies of DMC5.
Damn. That's a lot.
And 3 copies of Death Stranding.
Man.
Don't be like me, chat. Be normal.
I mean, you do also just collect video games as well, so it's like...
I do.
I understand.
I have an extensive collection. One time a guy delivered furniture to my house and he said, "Does your boyfriend play video games?" And I was like, yeah.
Yeah,
it's my
man.
Boyfriend.
Yeah, sure. It's like, yeah, I definitely couldn't have bought these all with my own money for my own enjoyment.
What's a video game? Those are video games? I thought they were movies.
Oh, these? Oh, no, I don't play them. I just, like, take the case out and look at the funny pictures sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't know what a controller is.
Oh, that's a video game system? I thought it was a VHS. Because one of the things he pointed out was my Super Nintendo.
Ah, I see.
Or my Nintendo Entertainment System, the NES. Which, fun fact, was designed to look like a VHS system because people hated video games when that system came out. Yay!
Damn. Which is wild to think about nowadays.
The video game crash of the 80s.
Yep. That makes sense, actually.
They're like, we hate video games. Ew! Yuck!
Throw it out!
And then they were like, it's not a video game system. It's a VHS, but it only plays video games. I mean, not video games. Our special secret VHS.
It's kind of funny to think back on the fucking video game crash. Living in today's world where there's more video games than you can play in probably like 10 full lifetimes.
Yeah. I mean, I could see us going back to a video game crash the way things have been going.
Yeah, you know, at least for AAA games. Like, I feel like indies would still be okay.
Yeah.
It'd probably be something similar to what we're seeing with, like, the animation industry right now, where it's like, a lot of the big players haven't really been putting out great stuff. It's mostly been, like, smaller indie studios.
Because, like, the video game crash happened because there was so much... Like, every video game that was coming out was bad and just made to advertise something else. Like a movie or a product. So people were like, hey, video games actually, suck.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
We're just not gonna play them. I don't want to play with you anymore. And then it's like... the other thing that they're playing with is, like, I don't know, Star Wars just came out, I think.
Yeah. The VHS design did cause so many problems. That's the reason
Oh?
so many Nintendo systems don't work anymore.
Oh no!
Because the way that you shove the cartridge in can break the system.
Oh!
It's just a very bad design for
What?
that kind of hardware.
Yeah,
'Cause
that...
video games are very delicate. Who would have thought motherboards are delicate? What do you mean?
You know, yeah, nope, that does track. But you would think, like, I don't know. I would have thought that they would have considered that before they made it.
Well, they knew that they couldn't do inserted at the top because people hated that because it looked like a video game. That's why it was advertised as an entertainment system and not a video game console.
Huh. Very interesting.
It's video game history with Val.
Whoa.
Welcome to my show where I talk about video game history.
Hell yeah. You know, I just had a thought. At some point, we should, like, put together some kind of collab with, like, some of our other VTuber buddies where we just do, like, a PowerPoint night.
I would love that.
I would also love that. For a while now, I've been thinking about just making PowerPoints for fun. I was making the one about why writing is epic and everyone should do it. I think I'm gonna remake it because I was just kind of, like... I just kind of started that thinking, like, how can I make a funny PowerPoint presentation? And then I realized, I don't know what point I'm trying to make here. Outside of, hey, writing is cool, you should probably do it. Because I realized that the people that I was going to show this PowerPoint to are mostly, like, artists and writers already. So I was like, wait, I'm kind of preaching to the choir here. And also, some of these slides are just not necessary.
Yeah, I remember trying to make one about ghost lore.
Hell
But
yeah.
then I realized I should probably write out, like, a guide first before I go right into PowerPoint.
Yeah, that's what I've got to do too. It's like, I want to make the PowerPoint on writing. And I think it's gonna change to, like, writing is great and you should do it even if you think you suck at it. Because writing is just fun. It's fun to do and I need to do it more. So it's like, I want to do that one. I want to do, like, I want to do one that's, I don't know if it would be like a Lolita fashion one, like a, hey, here's how to get started. Because a lot of those guides for getting into Lolita, like, are 10 years old now. And, a lot has changed. Basically, a lot of the old guides were like, yeah, you should check out Bodyline, because Bodyline is, like, really cheap, really good. And yeah, they were. They basically don't... Well, they basically don't make Lolita stuff anymore. Like, they haven't put out any new designs in, like, a couple of years now. A lot of the stuff, like, I don't think I've even checked the website since, like, 2023.
Oh.
And it's because, like, every time that I would check, it's like, okay, well, this is the same stuff that was there 6 months ago, except more stuff is out of stock now. That's great. Like, nowadays, Taobao is pretty much like, yeah, that's the only place to go for cheap Lolita anymore. But, yeah, so it's like, writing advice, Lolita fashion advice, and then, a rundown on the entirety of the show Transformers Animated.
Oh, hell yeah.
Specifically because I thought of, like, one really funny bit, and now I have to. And it's also because it's, like, I don't know. I feel like it's a hard sell for people to be like, hey, I love this thing as a kid. Yes, it is kind of childish, but, like, give it a chance. Please give it a chance.
Did you see the new Optimus Prime figure?
No?
I think they showed it at Wonderfest. And they made Optimus Prime into a cute anime girl.
Oh! Huh? Is that like part of that Bishoujo series? Oh, fuck. I opened up
It's
Discord
by-
to see if you had sent it to me, and you turn into a cube. No,
I can
need
send
to.
it.
I need to not minimize it. Ah. My friend is disappearing. There we go.
Wait.
But yeah, I don't think I can bring up Discord without.
Yeah, I can't. I don't think I can. Oh, there. Show chat. Anyway, I sent it to you. I'll post it in the figure chat in the Discord, the Valerie Valkyrie Discord.
Hell yeah. Actually, wait a second. I have a phone. Where the fuck is my phone? I can just look at this on a different device that isn't my computer. Die hard nostalgia for Transformers. I need to have Bumblebee back in my life. Hell yeah. Oh, that's an awesome figure.
Right? She's so cute.
It's like, it's a cute figure. I want to know why it's being made. Like, not in the sense of, like, I don't think it should, but it's like, why?
Oh, apparently it's like a Gundam model. Like it's a model kit.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I was surprised to learn recently that apparently Transformers never got, like, super big in Japan compared to a lot of mecha shows. Just because it's
Also,
so different
apparently-
from, like, typical mecha anime that it's like somehow it just doesn't strike the right nerve, and it's like, huh. I would have thought
Apparently,
the
this
Transformers would be
company-
stupid popular.
They specialize in mecha anime girls.
All right.
So
Hell
they've
of a
just
niche.
done a collaboration.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Apparently they did a Dark Magician Girl kit.
Ooh.
She doesn't look like a robot. She just looks like Dark Magician Girl, and she looks awesome.
Huh.
I love Dark Magician Girl. She's so cute.
Yeah, that's the one from Yu-Gi-Oh, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first 4 figure of her is so good, and I saw it out in the wild once, and I was like, I'm not a Yu-Gi-Oh fan. I'm not a Yu-Gi-Oh fan. I can't buy it.
Oh, man. When I see nice figures, I look at them every time, and I'm like, oh, that's so nice. Oh, I would love that. And then I think, where would I put it where Vesta couldn't just knock it over while I'm at work? And I don't have an answer.
Get like a D-Tolv or like some sort of enclosed case for it.
Yeah, and I don't have room for that shit in my apartment right now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, I love how Harry's just been staring off into the distance while we talk about, like, PowerPoints and anime figures.
They're so fun. I saw my dream figure the other day at
Ooh.
an EB Games.
Wait, really?
I was like, yeah, it was the new Cloud Strife figure, posable one that looks like
Okay.
the old nostalgic art from Final Fantasy VII Original.
Ah, okay.
And I want that whole set, but I was like, if I buy this $160 figure, I will have to buy the whole set at some point.
Yeah. And
I will
that's a hell
have
of a
to be on the
financial
lookout.
commitment.
And there are so many from this line.
Oh, no.
They have the whole party. They got Sephiroth. They got all the Turks. They got Rufus Shinra. They're probably gonna add more.
Oh, man. And are they all the
can't-
same price?
I think Sephiroth is like $200.
Oh, jeez. So
Most
that
of them
doesn't
are
help.
160, but I don't know how much Cat Sith is, but he's probably more expensive because he's like a big guy.
Yeah, probably.
Barrett's probably a lot more because I think he's a lot taller than the other ones,
That's fair.
and he's just a big guy.
So we're looking at, like, a multi-$1,000 collection here.
It would go into like buying a house territory, probably.
Jesus.
Not like that much, but like that's how much the payments would be. It would be like paying
Yeah.
rent whenever I see the figure.
Yeah, you don't want to live like that.
But I really want the figure. I saw that Ami Ami halted shipping to the US. That
Wow.
sucks.
Yeah, that does suck.
There was one company that has reinstated. I forget if it was Good Smile or Super 7. They were like, we will now allow you to pre-order figures again, people in the States. But if things go bad, the price of your pre-order is going to go up.
Which I feel like is kind of the best way to do it at this point, because it's like, I feel like the news about the tariffs has been, it's happening, no it's not, it's happening, no it's not, it's happening, no it's not.
Yeah.
It's like, please.
Just
Please.
pick one. Let me have an emotion.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, will things suck or will they not? Just give me a straight answer.
But, like, completely canceling pre-orders by Good Smile still seems sort of shitty.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, especially if they had already, like,
let me
paid the money
pre-order
for it.
and then raise my price or something.
Yeah,
And
that...
if I don't want to raise my price, give me the option to cancel.
I mean, that has to be kind of complicated on their back end, though, so I understand why they wouldn't want to do that with millions of customers.
Yeah.
Because you gotta remember, it's not just one person who'd be doing that, it's like every customer from the States.
Mm-hmm. And Canada. Because we're just the States, too.
I mean, wait, were they also canceling stuff for Canada? Because we're not doing shit.
It was North America. Yeah.
What?
Because they probably ship to the States and then it comes over the border.
Oh, I see. That does make sense, but it still sucks.
Yeah.
Alright. The moral intern. What is it? I know I've just zoned out for a solid, like, 15 minutes while the anime girls in my head talked about anime figurines and tariffs.
Hey, Kim, do you own any anime figures?
The Moralist International are the world's largest political organization. You know who they are. They have been running this place after the revolution failed.
Well, let me see. If I didn't know, how would you describe them? That's how bad it is in here. Point to your head. You know what? No, I like that better.
I mean, true.
They're a union of center-left and center-right parties across the Real Belt. Our coalition government is just one of its many projects. They also run the ICP, EPIS, most intergovernmental organizations in the world.
The ICP.
ICP, the Insane Clown Posse? They're gonna tell us about how magnets work. What do they believe in?
What do they believe in? They are Dolorians. They believe they continue the humanist project set forth by Her Innocence Dolores Day 4 centuries ago. Others say they are just technocrats.
Who was Dolores Day?
A historic figure? The author of the modern age? You will have to look elsewhere for opinions. The subject of humanism is too abstract for me.
Kim is so real for that.
Yeah.
Me too, King.
Yeah, I feel that.
Interesting question. It's a blue forget-me-not. Their motto is love, compassion, self-discipline. I think you can gauge what they want you to think of them from that.
Something kind and usual. Something almost self-explanatory. Something ominous.
Ooh. I like how we just got one success after another right there. We're on a roll.
Yeah,
Something
our
like the
thoughts
dark
are so
green,
strong.
Serious color of the early night
We got a
sky.
fourth one. What do you think of them?
The moral intern are a fact. I try not to have opinions on facts until they change. And it doesn't look like that's about to happen.
It is more than that. There's some kind of affection in him.
Be honest, you like them.
Yes, I did, when I was younger. In my 20s, I considered myself a moralist. A blue forget-me-not, a piece of the sky. They're not all that bad.
That's another leitmotif associated with moralism.
But the years have changed that. I don't know what I believe in now. No, I believe in the RCM. That's enough for me.
I have an opinion.
Do you?
Alright, let's see. We are stooges of the world's biggest bourgeois organization, protecting bourgeois rights. I'm not touching number 4. Fuck that. Fuck that. Yeah, I do think they've done a pretty shit job. This place does not seem to be in good condition.
This place does not seem pro-human.
No, it really doesn't.
We are in what is called the twilight of international law. The laws we claim to enforce come from the MI. Without them, we are simply vigilantes.
Love Harry going, actually, vigilantes is okay with me. Something to try as disco with all personalities maxed. It's maddening. Oh, I can imagine. Maybe we should make our own law. A better law. One that doesn't result in this place.
Spoken like a revolutionary, not a cop. But hypothetical aside, in Martinez we already are vigilantes. At least the Union thinks so. I expect our job here to prove quite challenging.
The lights of the orphan district are reflected in his glasses. The red and golden orbs of the motorway sliding like pearls on a string from east to west as Revachol commutes back to the suburbs. Tomorrow is Tuesday. Monday is over.
Those last 2 sentences are what I'm gonna think when I get home from work tomorrow.
Me too.
I guess we're just gonna look moodily off into the night now.
The dying lights of the city shimmer below. Slowly, like luminous clouds, they pass on his lenses. The lieutenant looks at his slim cigarette, contemplating the next drag. This soldier is the highlight of the day for me, he thinks. This little stick right here.
They really
Oh, I thought that was
don't
us
like us
talking about
here. And
Kim.
the mouth on that
Oh.
baby. You know,
No.
it's different in land, in Jamrock, in the GRIH.
Why are they like this?
It's our fault for leaving this place to the dogs, to the Union, to the company, not daring to come here more often. This place has fallen between the cracks, the jurisdictions of our 2 precincts.
And in Jamrock and the GRIH?
We run this city. West of the river is RCM land.
Kim the little stick? I mean, he's a bit of a beanpole of a man. For a second, I thought that my webcam froze.
Oh no.
Nah, we're good. We're good. Yeah, it's been doing that to me randomly. I know it did that last week's stream, where I think I wasn't even an hour in and my webcam just decided to say, nah, I'm done.
Yeah, every now and then mine does that too.
That sucks. I wonder what's causing it to do that.
We may never know the ins and out of VTube Studio.
It's true, it's true.
I mean, we're real anime girls, guys.
Yep, we're real. This is us in the flesh.
We're sitting right here in your computer screen.
Overheating, perhaps? I mean, maybe, but I haven't been using it all that much. I only use it when I'm streaming. I don't think it gets that hot.
It's incredibly hard. Human beings are... But we are in control, And it's worth it. The organization works. Our systems work. If they didn't, the city would disintegrate.
Blow into the webcam.
Yeah, like a NES game.
Yeah! It comes full circle!
Yeah.
Classic Novella and Valerie stream where things
Yeah.
come for full circle.
Gotta love it. I hope our investigation will help improve the situation here, at least do some good.
Me too. But I wouldn't count on any drastic changes in our lifetimes.
He is very tired, but the dark circles under his eyes make him look younger, not older.
Anyways, good chat, Kim.
Yeah, it's getting very cold now. Let's go.
Alright, cool. Well, that's it for the night. Up. There we go. We're back. I love how we just had that nice conversation with Kim, and then the first fucking, like, tip that we get when it's loading is like, hey, do you want to do something behind Kim's back? Here's how to do it. Okay. Is there anything new I can say to you? No. I want to save that second one, the one where it's like, Kim, I don't know how to tell you this, but I don't remember anything. I want to save that one to the very end of the game. If I can. Alright, see you in the morning.
See you in the morning.
Let's close the door. Bye.
Bye.
Were
You
we
want to do
supposed to,
something
like...
behind his back?
We could.
There's like one thing you can do behind his back, and it's something you don't want to do. So.
Yeah, it's probably giving the cigarettes to Kuno, isn't it?
Not particularly
Yeah.
but it's yours. The sheets look awful.
Well, I guess we're gonna crawl into bed.
The sheets feel at once coarse and clammy against your skin. The bed sags beneath your weight as you stretch out and finally close your eyes. And then sleep doesn't come. And then sleep doesn't come.
But I want to sleep. This is a situation I have been in too many times. Sleep
Yeah,
doesn't
they
come,
really
but I
captured
want to
it.
sleep.
Obviously, you're in bed with your eyes closed, but it's not happening.
Why?
Maybe it's the bed's fault.
Check the pillow.
Its synthetic filling has separated into hard lumps. The pillowcase smells oddly. Smells of alcohol and sweat and grease.
Check the
It
blanket.
barely covers your toes, stretching over your soft belly. This is your body here, intimate and warm, breathing. Under your thrumming eyelids, you see a dizzying array of colors. You won't get off this carousel quite so easily.
Alright, roll over to the other
It's a
side.
little better. Colors, scenes, and half-formed phrases still litter your mind. Part of you is still trying to solve the case, isn't it?
Well, fuck it, might as well try now.
Something to do with, what was it that the lieutenant said? Union? And it's gone again. Your thoughts lost between the slowing brain waves.
Okay, no more thoughts. Fall asleep now.
Your breathing steadies. A great silence washes over you until your eyelids twitch in your sleep and images start forming.
We did it. We fell asleep.
We did it. And we're dreaming. Instead of sleeping, I always find myself in these places of the internet somehow. I feel that...
I have my phone set so it will not show me any notifications after a certain point. So if I turn it off, it won't ding or nothing.
Also,
Well, that's concerning.
that is concerning. We shouldn't be there.
Do you remember the scent of your childhood?
What is this?
What it says on the can, Harry. Answer the question.
I wonder if picking this is, like... I wonder if... I guess I wonder if this whole situation is sort of, like, figuring out whether or not Harry even wants to remember his past. Because I feel like if I just double down and I'm like, I remember nothing, then he won't remember anything, so...
Yeah, like he doesn't want to.
Exactly. But the thing is, I want to know, so...
You're not kidding anyone, Harry. You don't remember shit.
Okay, never mind.
Tell me. Do you remember your wife's hand on your face?
Who? We had a wife?
Do you remember the warmth of her thighs, between her legs and in her mouth? You know who I am. I'm the bad day. The one where you ask her, and then later in the streets, wandering. It's the worst day of all time, Harry dear. And it's coming. She will hear about it on the phone. Reality
I'm
will turn into a
uncomfortable.
grotesque
Me
nightmare.
too.
This will be the last thing you did to her. Tell me, do you remember the love of your life?
What do you think happened?
Well, considering our track record here...
Oh no, Funky baby, you stayed. It was the rest of it that left. Or you just stood there, with one hand on the bottle and the other on your dick, watching it go. Tell me, where are your friends? Human beings have friends, Harry boy. Where the hell are yours?
Well, see, the thing is that first off, I don't think you can get it all back. But that's a pretty bad answer as well, so...
Yeah, the other one's pretty bleak.
No, it's gone. 3 times gone and never coming back. You failed. You failed me. You failed Elysium.
Whoa, that's the other part of the title.
Oh, that's the name of the game!
What does that mean?
Everything. The pale and the useless. On the surface. The outer magnetosphere. Burning, furious truth. 8,000 years of written history. You really dropped the ball, Harry. 4.6 billion people. And you failed every single one of them. You really fucked up. No, Harry. You were just talking to yourself. That's all you ever do. Even in your dreams. And the act is wearing thin. The spots of the disco ball fade around you. You'll be back in those cold snakeskins in no time. Sweating up the bed. Stinky boy.
Well, that wasn't necessary.
Yeah, that was rude.
You didn't have to call me smelly.
Uh-oh.
You're not coming
Stinky.
back from shit. Thrashing around in that high conductivity state of yours. Bumping into things and acting like a clown. Who are you kidding?
Trying to solve the case.
You're trying to what? I can't hear you. This is just a word dream now. Jumbled up garbage. The pictures are gone. The bed rises to meet you. A thin, sleep-like state. more glass than velvet, grinding in your head. So something is wrong. Sleep shouldn't be this bad, this dry, this unnourishing. There's something wrong with your thoughts. Some kind of new type of hangover.
God, there's another type?
Oh yes, party boy, and it's worse than the one before. Just think of the shit you saw. Here it comes too, so soon already. A silent alarm goes off in your head like clockwork, barely let you sleep at all. Time to get those clothes on, Harry. Time to go to work in the shit factory.
Well, at least we gain some health and morale. I don't know how we gained morale from that, but,
You leave the sink on?
yeah.
Good going, buddy.
I love when I wake up and that's the first thing my body says to me.
Good going, buddy.
What the hell was
Oh.
that?
Just a dream. You have ones like that all the time. You feel even worse this morning than you did last night.
The hell is going on with me?
You mean, why are you so tired? Too tired and down to even think? It is worrying, isn't it? You can't be a detective like this. Detectives need to be able to think.
Love the idea of just going, no, it's fine! Everything's fine! If I just run from my problems fast enough, they won't be able to catch me.
It's just that your heart has finally pumped all the speed out of your system, Buster. Time to get some more. Don't do that. Stay strong. The hangover will wear off. You don't need to keep doing this to yourself.
Wait, what is speed?
Speed is a potent central nervous system stimulant. It kept you propped up all day yesterday, despite your debilitating hangover. How else did you think you even got up from this floor? You got up from this floor because of a holy vow you made 16 years ago. With me. To wake up exactly 7:30 every morning until the day you die.
That sounds like a horrible vow to make. Look, if I can keep there from being 2 7 o'clocks in a day, I will take the opportunity. Ideally, there wouldn't be 2 8 o'clocks in a day either, but, like, I'm not that lucky.
See, I wake
Don't
up at
be silly.
9:30
There was
technically.
no vow.
Like my internal
You
clock.
were
If I don't
high
wake
on
up
speed.
in
That's
time,
the
I'll
only
always wake up
reason
at
you got up.
9:30.
You can't
That's fair.
detect without it. It's that simple.
I feel like my brain recently has been doing something where it's like, so whenever I started up my new job, so I have to wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning now, it would just start waking me up at 6 o'clock every morning for no reason. And then we had spring forward, so I'm like, okay, cool. I'm gonna start waking up at, like, you know, maybe like 7 o'clock now. Or, you know, maybe I'll actually be able to sleep through the night. It started waking me up at 4:45. Yep. I see you going from shaking your head to nodding.
Physical comedy, folks.
Physical comedy.
Even VTubers could do it. VTubers could do it too. We're just as good as 3D VTubers or streamers.
I love the
Those
idea of
human
referring.
streamers.
I love the idea of referring to anyone who uses a webcam as a 3D VTuber.
When 3D VTubers exist.
Also, We're not gonna go looking for speed.
Are you sure? Ready to live as this pathetic shell of yourself for days? Basically, a week. Let's be honest, 2 weeks. Maybe 3. You won't make it. Half the town will be dead by then. You will be fired.
I think that is the addiction talking. We are
Suit
opting out.
yourself, slow, sad shell man. See how you do without your spark.
You will now walk slower for the rest of the game.
Cool.
No, I'm kidding. I don't think
Oh.
that's true. But wouldn't that be crazy?
That would be fucking crazy. Also, oh, I just can't turn that off. Okay.
Oh, I was sure you could.
Maybe it being on is some kind of glitch. Alright, cool. I like how we're already dressed, already ready to start the day. I already got our crowbar and our bag of
I mean,
bottles.
we slept in these clothes.
Yeah. Okay, well.
That's the secret skill, guys. If you want to never be late for work or school or something, but you want to get the most sleep as possible, get dressed before you go to bed.
Yeah, just sleep in your
then
clothes.
You can sleep as close to that time when you gotta leave, and you can just wake up and leave and go.
Yeah. It's genius.
You won't stink, I promise.
Oh.
There's people
Alright,
here.
we got a lot of people here.
Getting up at 6 a.m. is a good time to go back to bed.
It's true.
It's true. I wake up at 6:20 to get to work every day.
Ooh, man.
And I should probably be waking up a little bit earlier, but I will die.
Yeah, I feel that. I think at my last job I also had to get up at like 6:15, 6:30 in the morning because I had to bike for like half an hour to get there.
See, I would never be able to ride my bike to work. I would die. I barely
Oh,
know
yeah.
how I drive there.
Yeah, it was a lot. Because also on the way back, if I wanted to avoid, like, all of the traffic and stuff that comes from living in a city, I would have to take a different route that actually took 45 minutes instead.
Oof.
And the only reason why I didn't take it to work as well was just because it's like, okay, well then I have to wake up either at 6 or earlier, and I was not fucking doing that.
Yeah, no.
Looks like we can get to work at once. The Union must have turned up. They look rowdy. We should talk to them.
What do you mean by rowdy?
I mean ungovernable. Martinez isn't exactly enthusiastic about the RCM being here. They prefer to be policed by the Union. These men here. Men who drink beer for breakfast? There's talk of an armed wing of the Union called the Hardy Boys, who are responsible for state policing. I think it's them.
Are these the men Gart told us about yesterday?
I completely forgot. Sorry, I had a rough night's sleep. It's them by the looks of it. Loud and nasty, just like the manager said. One loose thread less to worry about, and one big problem to replace it.
I mean, I'm assuming we need to talk to them because they're some of the suspects, but I'll still ask just to get the dialogue. Beer for breakfast sounds delightful. I feel like it would sound more delightful to me if I actually thought beer tasted good.
Everything points to the dock workers' union. The belt used for hanging him, tracks in the mud, the circumstances in Martinez, my preliminary information. Which may, of course, all be wrong. But we still need to talk to them, and it won't be easy.
Should we call in reinforcements?
That would just escalate tensions. No captain would sign off on it. Solving one murder isn't worth a conflict between the RCM and the Debarders Union.
Don't drink alcohol, but the idea sounds ridiculous. Fair, fair.
It really
In
does.
fact,
I don't
even the
think it's a
death of
fun
2
taste for the
detectives might
morning.
not warrant an
No, I
overthrow.
don't think so.
So let's keep a cool head, okay?
Like, I've never actually tried beer before, but that's because every time I smell it, I'm like, this doesn't smell like something I'll enjoy the taste of.
I don't like beer a few times I tried it.
Yeah, it's like, I feel like if I've ever tried it, I've gotten, like, 1 sip, and I was like, no, never again.
Yeah, especially when there are things with a higher alcohol percentage that taste good.
Exactly! That's the entire reason why I've never really had beer, because it's like, okay, if I want something from a can with a low alcohol content, it's like there are just like vodka sodas or like, you know, hard lemonade or hard cider or something. I don't have to drink the beer.
And like, even if you were going to like a brunch or something, like something a little bit earlier, if you wanted to get a drink, you'd probably get like something mixed with orange juice.
Exactly.
Like something refreshing.
Yeah. And honestly, like something mixed with orange juice would actually be even better for brunch than beer would be.
Yeah.
Because like orange juice is just something that you drink with breakfast a lot of the time.
I love breakfast. I had breakfast so much this week because Valor Mom
Hell
was
yeah.
down this week.
Oh, nice.
Eggs with a ruddy yolk.
Mmm.
Dipping toast in it. Having
Oh,
some
man.
big slices of bacon.
Oh, that sounds really good.
I might have eggs for dinner tonight.
Hell yeah. I've got to start making things like eggs and bacon and stuff too, because every time I go and visit my family, they like to give me little boxes of like frozen food and canned food and stuff. So this way it's like they know that I'm eating properly. It's mostly my grandma that does it, but my parents will also give some food. And I keep getting packs of bacon and I put them in my freezer. And then I think it's because like a few months back there was the whole thing where eggs got really expensive out of nowhere. So I kind of got out of the habit of making bacon and eggs. And the thing is, I have this little like breakfast sandwich maker. It's just like this little like circular stacked thing where it's like,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, it's like you put the bottom layer and then like your meats on the bottom. And then you just pour the eggs, like, straight into it, and they cook over the span of, like, 5 minutes. It's really good. I have to use that thing more, and I just haven't been.
Can't drink beer, simply have a girly drink, like hard liquor. Yeah. Literally
always-
how some people see it.
Yeah, that's always, like, boggled my mind as well. It's like, why is it more manly to drink the beer that has, like, what, like 3% alcohol in it? And then it's girly to have a cocktail that's like, oh yeah, we have, like, 2 shots of this stuff. It's, like, 45%.
Yeah.
It's like, huh? Why is this one, like, what? I guess what it boils down to is why do some guys think that drinking stuff that tastes good is bad? Like, why?
Yeah, you can drink a lot of beer and it looks impressive.
I guess, but like...
But I could also drink a lot of, like, hard lemonades.
That's true. That's true. It's like every person that I've talked to about beer who is, like, I guess closer to our age, has always been like, yeah, no, beer tastes like shit. So,
Yeah.
I don't actually know who the hell is drinking beer anymore. Nice, Rihanna Keeves. Simply have some refreshing 192 proof Spiritus. Don't drink, quit a long time ago. Hell yeah. That's good.
Hell yeah.
Alright,
One
let's
more thing
roll.
before we do. We don't have to talk to them immediately. We can walk right past them, continue with our business.
I don't think we're gonna do that, Kim. I'll be 100% honest.
Good. A power move. purposefully concentrate on something else first.
Okay. If you put it like that...
But aren't you curious to know what they have to say about the murder?
Which do I value more? Information on the murder? Or making a power
Looking
move?
cool.
Doesn't help that most beer brands are bought out by major company IPAs that turn the beer into a bitter slop drink. Maybe that's why I haven't found anybody who likes it, because it's like... Maybe it's just that we keep drinking the shit beer.
Maybe.
The shit corporate beer that's bad that nobody likes.
They're in no hurry to leave. They think they own the place. Anyway, I leave that choice to you. Whatever you...
Oh, no, I didn't realize he wasn't finished talking. Fuck, sorry, Kim. Hi, I hope you're doing well after I, tackled you yesterday.
She's agitated, judging from the way she keeps pulling at the frayed edge of her blanket.
And there's no public phones nearby?
The closest phone booth is down the coast. Sorry for the inconvenience, ma'am.
It's fine, I understand. Thank you anyway. I'm glad to see you again, dear.
Good day. Everything alright?
Please don't trouble yourself about me, sweetie. I was just hoping to make a call, but the Whirling's phone line isn't working.
Huh.
The union office probably has a phone, but I can't really get there. Or to the phone booth down the coast. And Gary's phone is dead too.
Wait, what's wrong with the phone
The
lines?
manager was vague about it.
Why would he be vague about phone problems? This is something to look into later. Ask God, maybe.
Why do you need to use the phone anyway?
To let the young woman who's house sitting for us know that we may be delayed. Morel, my husband, and our friend Gary were supposed to get back by Monday night, but they're still missing, and I haven't heard from them.
Oh damn.
I was also hoping she'd heard from Morel.
She.
This sounds more like a side thing. I need to take care of my main thing. Just Harry straight up telling this woman, yeah, this sounds like a side quest. I'll get back to it later.
Ma'am, did you know that we're in a video game? And you are a side quest.
Every now and again. So have you watched the Snapcube videos of Sonic Destruction?
No, I haven't.
You should. Because it's basically
I really
like
should.
back when like text AI was still like a new thing. The whole thing was that they just like asked AI Dungeon to write like a Sonic TV show. And they had like the cast of the real-time fan dubs like dub over it. There is one part in the second video where fucking Vector is talking to Shadow about a mission that he's going on, and Vector's like, well, you see, this is an odd job. And they're like, oh, he understands what side quests are. And that's the first thing I thought of when I saw this dialogue option. You know, this is an odd job, right? Okay, I'll bite. Has your husband gone missing before?
That's just it. This isn't like him at all. He always plans his expeditions so carefully.
A cold breeze hisses through dense thickets of reeds. Something sweet in it, somnolent. A damp chill goes down your spine. When you look around, you're still in the whirling in rags.
You have more important things to worry about.
What is this expedition your husband was on?
Just some field work.
I mean, I have a guess.
Morel is a highly trained scientist. He and his assistant Gary are studying an extremely rare species of insect.
The Mothman?
The Mothman.
The Mothman.
But they should have returned by now. They were just
Down on
going
Drury
down the
Lane.
coast across the water lock to set a few traps. He said they'd be back on Monday. What could be keeping them?
Alright, who is this Gary person?
Oh, sweetie. It's nothing like that. Gary's as loyal as they come. I'd trust him with my husband's life any day.
This is a great thing to say to a woman who's worried about her husband's safety. Maybe he just went off on an adventure.
You know, the Mothin Man. I'm glad
The
that someone
Mothin Man?
got the reference. The Mothin Man! Down on Drury Lane.
Are they in a rough neighborhood?
There's a nameless old fishing village nearby, but we've never had any trouble there before. There is a lot of crime around here, isn't there?
Maybe your husband went on a little trip to a farm.
Yeah, the big farm with the big field.
Yeah. That's where your childhood dog went too. I'm sure they're playing together. It's
The
fine.
best part of town, but I wouldn't worry too much about a pair of grown men traveling together.
Do it. Find her husband. This will surely lead to a cryptozoological mystery with that extremely rare insect.
We need more husbands going on adventures, bringing back neat treasures to their family. We need to go back to
Some
pirate
fringe
times.
science is exactly what's needed right now. Spice up that vanilla murder investigation.
Yes.
Yeah,
Vanilla
fuck it.
Are you
murder.
sure we have time to go chasing after bug hunters just now? I did suggest we played cool, but
I've got a
It's
premonition.
just a little side thing.
It's a side quest, Kim. Don't worry about it.
if you say so.
Oh, thank you, officers. Truly, I'll be right here if you come across any sign of Morel.
Oh, wait, we did look at this yesterday. Didn't we? Like, that's how we have this.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Oh my. What happened to the water lock?
I really don't know.
Well, whatever the cause, I'm thankful. To both of you. You've spared me another sleepless night.
Easiest side
That was
quest of my fucking life.
See, it really was just a little side thing.
Yep. Ooh. Oh, we do have some of these. We have some of these that we can go back to see.
Hmm.
Ah. Alright.
Could up our rhetoric and try and get that container to open.
That is true. I don't know if that's our priority just yet.
But what if the
I
killer is in there?
I think I'm just gonna hold on to my skill points for now.
You're welcome, ma'am.
I hate to ask, but if your investigation takes you to the other side of the coast, please do keep an eye out for my husband. And if you see him, let him know Lena is waiting for him here at the Whirling. He gets so tangled up in his work that he may not know the water lock's been repaired. And it's cold out there.
Yeah,
I've
I
already
mean,
spent too much time on this side case as it is.
That's mean. We can...
Oh, you're such a dear. Thank you, sweetie.
It's like, yeah, we'll tell you where your husband went. We're not gonna talk to him, though. So, your husband is some kind of scientist?
Oh, yes. A zoologist. A cryptozoologist, to be more precise.
Alright, explain it.
It's a pseudoscience that attempts to legitimize research into mythological beasts and urban legends.
I think I can sense what your opinion on it is.
Get her ass,
That's,
Kim.
one opinion, yes. And people are entitled to their opinions.
She's used to playing off such insults casually, but they still affect her.
My apologies, ma'am. I did not mean to undermine your hobby.
It's not a hobby here.
He's still being
It's,
mean.
Oh,
a field of
Kim!
zoology. One specializing in animal species that are so exceedingly rare that many assume them to be extinct or even fictitious.
I just, like, glazed right over that, and it took me a second, like... I did, like, a mental double take. It's like... Why are you being passive-aggressive? This is, like, the one person who has been, like, unfailingly nice to us.
Yeah, really.
Searching for such species called cryptids is difficult and often thankless. And frankly, many scientists are too lazy to do it. Universities these days are rarely interested in supporting real research.
She's completely internalized her husband's struggles. They are her own.
I have the green 8 pen, which means I can ask her to tell me about cryptids.
You can.
There's really no point in manipulating anyone. She'd be only too pleased to tell you about her work. Go on and ask.
I love the idea, because this implies that, like, if it had failed, it would have been like, oh, you're gonna need to come up with some cool way to trick her into doing this. And then the fucking success is just realizing, like, nah, man, I can just ask. Hey, Lena, I'd like to hear about some of the cryptids you've studied. Could you just tell me about a couple of them?
Oh, I'd
Kim's
be
gonna
delighted.
love this.
Truth be told, I could really use the company too.
Kim, you can go get breakfast if you want. We're talking about Mothman.
One cryptid.
The
not a couple.
Mothman
One.
is real, and
This
he
won't turn
believes in
into
you,
some kind
Kim.
of cryptid extravaganza.
He would love to have a slushie with you behind 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
Cryptid extravaganza, I like the sound of that.
And I don't. Just one.
Or he'll be disappointed in you.
Fuck
Oh,
that,
shit.
I want to hear about the cryptids.
Ooh, tough choice there.
What is the tiniest cryptid?
What's the biggest cryptid?
I think most dangerous would actually give us the most interesting results. I wonder if I'll be able to ask this later. Are there any invisible cryptids? Alright, dangerous.
The gnome of Jeroma.
That doesn't sound too bad. That mean a gnome? Little oh! That's not
That
the gnome
sounds
sound.
Terrifying.
Oh,
What's the
I'm
gnome
gonna take a
sound?
elf.
I'm gonna
Oh.
take an elf.
We just sound like a couple of owls now. Just oh. Gotta go try rest. Actually, guys,
Oh,
have a
yeah,
nice stream.
someone in the comments did say that you sounded like an owl.
I see.
Fuck, it didn't
All
work.
right then.
Didn't work.
Also, have a good night. I have iron.
You were supposed to say who.
Oh.
And it would have been so funny.
I did not get that. Not take a owl. I think it's just because I'm looking at chat right now and I'm like, oh, there's someone talking in the comments. I'll check that later.
Oh, it is. None of his victims survived. Grieving relatives never even found their bodies because the gnome's venom dissolved organic tissue.
Gnomes can do that?
I don't know shit about gnome biology. Why?
Elves are completely different, Novella!
They are completely different. That's my mistake.
Now you need to make an apology to
Ah,
the
fuck.
cryptid community for getting gnomes and elves mixed up.
God damn it. Not again.
It was reportedly a small creature with webbed fingers and a protruding forehead and a gangly little thing. Quite scary to look at. A couple of campers found it when it was already dying. They heard an odd wailing in the woods and followed the sound. They were scared and wrapped it in tarpaulin to suffocate it. It
What the
still
fuck?
took the gnome of Jeroma an entire day to die.
Damn.
I don't think my first thought of seeing, like, a dying animal, or a gnome I think they're supposed to sort of look like humans.
Yeah, I'm
I don't
imagining...
think my first thought would be, hey, we should probably suffocate this thing so it dies, because this thing's vibes are not right. I don't think that would be my first thought, actually.
I mean, from the sound of it, though, they were on the right track because the thing could dissolve people from the inside out.
But did they know that? They were just campers.
I mean, no, but also it's like you find a fucked up little freak that it's like, oh, this is like some kind of alien creature. You're not gonna be thinking logically. You're just gonna be like, oh, what the fuck is that?
What if it's just a weird little guy, like a dude?
I mean, it could be a
just
weird
looks
little
weird.
guy. I'm not saying it was good to suffocate it. What I'm saying is I understand like the thought process that went into this. It's like, oh, here is a fucked up thing that's already dying. Like, what do we do?
If the body of the creature was found, why aren't there detailed illustrations of it in science textbooks, confirming the existence of these very little species?
Alas,
Yeah.
the first scientist who got his hands on the creature's corpse put it in a jar of formaldehyde, thinking that would detoxify the gnome's venom. Instead, all the venom leaked out of the creature's teeth and into the surrounding liquid, dissolving the creature itself. A poetic end, perhaps, but a real loss for science.
You see a weird dying alien creature and the first thought that comes to mind is, when do I get to anamorph? When you find when you find a genetic freak which you know it's not normal at sacrifice. Awesome.
Did
Alas,
anybody watch
always,
Saturday
alas,
night's main
an
event?
was gone. Isn't that
Wait, what?
overly convenient?
Since we were talking about wrestling, Saturday night's main event was on Saturday.
Ooh. I mean, yeah, I would assume.
It's on YouTube. Saturday night's main event, they actually stream it on YouTube.
Oh,
And
nice.
the John Cena R-Truth fight made me very upset. It made me so sad.
Oh no, is he
The
still in his
R-Truth
heel arc?
storyline? He is, and R-Truth is like, that's my childhood hero. He can't be bad. He can't be
Oh, no.
evil. I'm going to bring John Cena back. And he came out to John Cena's theme music, dressed up in John Cena's gear from when he was a face. He did John Cena's moves.
I don't know how much that's gonna help fix him, I'll be real.
But to show him, like, this is who you used to be. You used to be, like, a hero.
Yeah. And now you're fucked up and evil. Stop it.
Yeah. Is that the event with the big accident? No, I think that was last Raw, right? Last Monday Night Raw, where the girl's knee broke. A girl was injured. Or are you talking about the big accident from like the 80s or 90s?
Mm.
Because then, yeah, that might have been on Saturday night. It's a main event, which is very sad. Anyway, wrestling.
Wrestling.
R-Truth made me sad.
Fair. It's like, on one hand, getting into wrestling sounds fun. On the other hand, I have barely gotten into things where it's like, I own physical media based on it, and I could sit down and watch or play it at any point.
That's
and
fair.
I still haven't. So, it's
That's
like, I don't know
fair.
how I would get into wrestling. I think that
Plus-
I would watch, like, 1 or 2 matches, and then I'd be like, oh, that's cool. And then I just wouldn't again.
Yeah, and like wrestling is really hard to get into, I find, just because it's so long. Like,
Yeah.
there's Monday Night Raw, which goes from I think 7 to 10.
Mm.
Then Saturday night or Friday night SmackDown, which is from 8 to 11.
Right.
And then now they have Saturday night's main event, which is another like 2-hour event.
Mm.
And then you have pay-per-views, which usually happen on a Saturday, which are like 2-hour events.
Damn. Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, why wrestling when you could be resting?
I mean, you
I
can
usually
rest while
watch-
watching wrestling.
Yeah,
But-
that's true. But it's a time sink. I usually play a video game while I'm watching, or I watch it like Monday Night Raw. I'll watch on Tuesday, and I'll mostly just listen to it at work while I work.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Or you can just find your favorite wrestler and just watch their matches and their storylines.
That's true, that's true. And I guess now in the age of the internet, it must be easier to sort of get into it than it would have been whenever everything was like pay-per-view.
Yeah, for sure. Like, the only reason I've jumped so far into wrestling right now is because it's so easy to watch on Netflix.
Mm-hmm. Like,
And
it
you
feels a
can
lot
watch,
more
like,
accessible
all the old
now.
stuff too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Before it was on like its own streaming service.
Yeah.
Which was crappy. Anyway.
Anyway. On one hand, I want to believe. But on the other, the skeptic in me is coming out.
Are you filled with joy and whimsy, or hard truth?
I would like to be more whimsical.
Sure, a perfectly good explanation. It dissolved in its own venom. Go on then. Ask about more gnomes or whatever.
Now my brain is being passive-aggressive. Can this world have a little bit more whimsy?
We love joy and whimsy.
Okay, so now that I can ask all of them, what's the tiniest cryptid?
Hey, you promised you'd only ask about one cryptid.
He knows. He remembers.
But, Kim, don't you want to hear about the other cryptid?
The lieutenant pauses, thoughtfully. Something in him breaks.
Nice!
Ah, fuck it. Let's have more cryptids.
Yeah!
Well, the smallest cryptid is the
It's like when
Cryobacter
Dad says he's not
capensis,
going to
a
stop at McDonald's, but he pulls it
unicellular
anyway.
It was discovered in one of the northernmost points of Katla on the Boreal Plateau by renowned geologist Caitlin Mijanou some 70 years ago.
Kim is the dad saying, we have food at home, and Harry is the kid in the back who's, like, pounding on the back of the seat in front of him going, McDonald's! McDonald's! McDonald's!
And then he pulls in to a McDonald's and orders a black coffee and leaves.
One black coffee and leaves! He would, though, is the thing. That would be in character for Kim Kitsuragi.
What a classic
Bacterial
comedy
colony
routine.
Mijanou found had remained alive while frozen in
Whose
ice for
joke is
longer
that
than
anyway?
anyone could
I
reliably
don't
estimate.
know.
Certainly from before.
Is it
recorded
Dane Cook?
history.
Is it? I wouldn't be surprised. It's either Dane Cook or John Mulaney. I feel like it's gotta be one of those two. Because those are like the two
Dane
comedians.
Dane Cook has the Burger King bit.
Yes! He has the Burger King bit, and I think he's also the one that has the bit about, like, breaking and entering.
That one.
I remember that one. I remember people would make, like... They weren't called animatics at the time, I don't think, but they were just, like... People would make little videos of that, and I think that's how I found out about it, because I think at the time that I first came across that bit, it was back when I used YouTube solely to watch Warrior Cats videos. Like, that's how I started using YouTube. I was like 11 or 12, and I think the very first video I watched was called Firestar Doesn't Like Waffles, and that really just sums up the fucking internet at the time.
The song started playing in my head just now.
No, it was like I don't even know how to fucking describe it. It was like a little skit where it was... I don't even fucking remember the video now because I think I was like 13 when I saw it last. Let me see if it's still up on YouTube. Also, it is 9 o'clock, but this is important.
It is. Also, it was John Mulaney's coffee joke.
Oh, okay, I see. It's still up!
Love
2021 remake!
Whoa!
Oh man, I'll post this to the Valor Valkyrie Discord once the stream's over. But yeah, if you do look up Firestar Doesn't Like Waffles, I think it's probably the first one. It's a 30-second long video. Like I said, I remember fucking nothing about it, that was the thing.
So maybe we can hear about this one cryptid, and then we can start the next one off hearing about the other cryptids.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Michonneau disappeared shortly after injecting herself with the bacteria she had brought back to study, no doubt in hopes of prolonging her own life.
I love these two answers, just, I don't understand. Why would you prolong your life? Being alive is terrible. Followed by, I intend to live forever too, as a symbol.
Also, I don't think I would inject myself with an unknown bacteria.
No!
That's just me. That's
yeah,
just me.
that sounds like you're asking for some the thing shit to happen to you.
Yeah. That shit that the Umbrella Corporation does.
Yeah, and that's never ended well. Wait, she injected herself with it?
Yes, the bacteria had survived in the ice since times immemorial. It is not hard to see where she could have gotten the idea.
It's actually a little hard to see. But do go on.
You mean there is an immortal geologist wandering the world?
Yes, and she's quite mad too. After she treated herself with the bacteria, she stopped aging, but also became increasingly eccentric and irascible, so that even her oldest friends were forced to pull away. We can assume that she has been living somewhere in the wilderness for decades now, all alone except for the Cryobacter catlensis coursing through her bloodstream.
Well, that's fucked up. Anyways, I gotta go. Oh wait, I can't save while we're in dialogue.
Yeah, you can end the conversation with her, conclude, and you can go back to it later.
Okay, cool.
Of course, dear.
Kim is gonna be so disappointed. He's like, okay, good. Good, we got that out of the way. We're good. We're fine. And then we start up the next stream.
We come back.
And he immediately starts talking to the woman again, like, yeah, I want to hear about more cryptids now. It's been like 20 seconds. And Kim's like, God damn it! Alright. Then let's save the game.
Another stream in the books. We beat the first day.
We sure fucking did. We beat the first day. We had a nice chat with Kim. We got some money. We asked a guy.
Really cool dream.
We sure had some kind of a dream. And we got to learn about cryptids. So, I would count this as an absolute win.
That's the most important part of the case.
Yeah.
Is the cryptid section.
Exactly. Alright, so let's go to the just chatting screen. Alright. Just exiting the game. Well, sorry that everything was kind of fucked in the beginning. But,
yeah.
I think
God was punishing us for leaving you guys alone for so long.
It's true, it's true. It was like, how dare you? Disco Elysium is my favorite game. If you guys didn't play it sooner, now you never get to. But now it's fixed, and maybe from now on, if I notice that I'm having, like, issues with my modem, maybe around 5 o'clock before I go live, I'll reset the modem. Because it's like I had restarted my PC before the stream started. But it's like, I think I mentioned during the troubles, so I don't know if anybody heard it, but I did unplug my modem earlier today and plug it back in because it was having difficulties connecting to my phone, and that was in, like, the morning. So, could be that it was still just having issues this time with my computer, and it just needed to be unplugged and plugged back in while my computer was still on. Who knows? But hopefully that won't happen again.
Crazy how there were 3 streams today. I know, right? We rise and grind, baby. We worked so hard.
Heck yeah. And now we get to treat ourselves with a nice evening to rest.
Yeah.
And I actually get to treat myself with I got myself a little cherry cheesecake on Friday.
Ooh, I
have
have a cherry cheesecake as well.
Whoa! I have 1 slice left. So I think I'm gonna have that after stream tonight.
Actually, wait, maybe I already ate it all.
Oh no.
I may have finished it this afternoon with Valor Mom.
Well. Cheesecake is good. It doesn't seem like the kind of food where it's like you should leave it in the fridge for a while.
Oh.
Yeah, no, it feels like it would go bad very, very quickly.
We left it on the counter all weekend.
Really?
Yeah. I think out of sheer laziness.
That's fair, that's fair. I do the same thing with ketchup.
It still tasted fine.
Alright then. Yeah, it's
also, my fridge has been freezing things, so...
Ah, I see.
That's not great. And a frozen cheesecake just doesn't hit the same, you know?
No. I mean, I know that at one point, back last fall when we took our trip and we got some good cheesecake, I did store it in the freezer for a bit, because I'm like, I'm probably not going to eat this as soon as I get back. But I did thaw it out beforehand. So,
yeah.
It's like, just straight up frozen cheesecake doesn't sound good. Unless it's like a chocolate cheesecake. Good. See, I could see chocolate cheesecake being good frozen, because a lot of chocolate stuff does tend to be good frozen.
I don't like chocolate cheesecake.
Yeah, that's the thing. I feel like I wouldn't like it either.
It tastes too tangy. It's more tangy than regular cheesecake.
Really?
Regular cheesecake is like sweet and light and nice and sweet. But chocolate cheesecake's always sour.
Yeah, then I wouldn't like it.
Yeah, I don't like chocolate cheesecake.
Yeah?
I don't know why it's sour, but it sure is.
Yeah, I'm just not a fan of sour tastes in general. Like, it's not bad. Like, I definitely hate bitter tasting things a lot more. That's why I can't drink coffee.
Bitter.
Okay, yes, but I eat milk chocolate. Like, the only kinds of chocolate I eat are milk or white. And white chocolate is basically not even chocolate.
Yeah, that's true.
It's just, like... I think it's because I always had milk chocolate growing up, and then, like, the first time I tried dark chocolate, I was already, like, 7 or 8, and I'm like, the fuck is this? This doesn't taste right.
This is not as good.
Yeah, this doesn't taste right. I don't like it. Bye.
It's an acquired taste, for sure.
I think so, yeah. It's like, funnily enough, like, super sugary stuff was also an acquired taste for me as a kid. I remember basically, like, microdosing on rockets so that this way I could, like, get used to eating, like, super sugary things.
Oh, I love rockets so much.
Oh, they're good. It's like, now that I am, like, used to them, it's not even, like, I think it was just that all of the sugar at once was, like, a shock to my system, because anytime that I would have candy, it'd always be, like, you know, the little chocolate bars, or, like... You know, like some kind of gummy. It wasn't just pure sugar. So, for a while, I didn't actually like rockets, but I'm like, well, all the other kids in my class really like it, so I need to figure out how to like it too.
To all the Americans in chat, we're talking about Skittles.
No, they do have Skittles. We're talking about, I think they called them Smarties down in the States.
Oh, yeah, we're talking about Smarties.
Yeah.
Skittles are Smarties, but Smarties are Skittles.
No. Smarties are closer to M&M's.
Yeah, Smarties are M&M's, not Skittles. Rockets are Smarties.
Yeah, it's fucked up that they were just like, hey, in these, like, 2 different countries, we're gonna have these things have 2 different names. And the name that this candy has in America is gonna mean a different kind of candy in Canada. It's like, why? Why did
so
they make
dumb.
it just to be as confusing as possible?
You guys also don't have ketchup chips, and that should be a crime.
That should be a crime.
They're-
Ketchup chips are really
They're the
fucking
best
good.
ones.
They are.
They're so good.
Yeah, they don't actually taste like ketchup is the thing. Like,
No. There's like a little bit of a sweetness to them.
yeah, it's like sweet and like very, 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 very mild spicy. Like just a slightest hint of it.
Yeah, like barely spicy. The taste of spicy, but
Yeah.
not spicy.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of what I'm getting at. It's like not spicy as in like, oh, it's actually hot. It's spicy as in like you bite into a ketchup chip and you're like, oh yeah, there's a little something there.
It's the flavor of spicy.
Yes. They're good. If you guys are ever in Canada, get some. Pick some up.
That and all dressed. I don't like all dressed as much, but some people live by the all dressed chip.
Yeah, I feel like I'm also not a fan of all dressed, but I mean,
Too
that's
sweet
like,
for me. Too sweet.
what is even on all dressed chips? Because I might be getting them confused with another one.
It's like sour cream.
Ah,
like a
that's why.
bunch.
Because
It's
I
a
am also
bunch.
not a fan of sour cream.
Yeah.
Okay, it says
It's
it
everything,
combines.
it's all.
So it says specifically for Lay's. They have it all, combining the taste of the greatest flavors of all time: barbecue, salt and vinegar, and sour cream and onion.
So I think it's the barbecue that I don't like in it, because I don't like barbecue sauce because it's too sweet, and I don't like to mix my sweet with my savory. And when
Yeah,
I have
I
chips, I
also-
want them to be savory.
Yeah, I also don't like barbecue sauce at most places, except for McDonald's, but that's because McDonald's barbecue sauce is basically not barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
I don't know what fucking kind of sauce it is. Actually, I remember the closest thing to McDonald's barbecue sauce that I've ever tasted was actually like a kind of fucking salad dressing.
Oh.
So I
Strange.
don't even remember what it was called. But it was like, that was the only thing that actually like resembled the taste of it to me. And I was like, huh? What?
Whoa! Sweary and Suda51 had a panel together today at MomoCon?
Whoa, holy shit.
Worlds collide!
Yeah. That's pretty fucking cool.
Sorry to derail that. I opened Blue Sky and I just saw that tweet.
All good, all good. Speaking of Blue Sky, I should get into the end of stream stuff. So, if you're new around here and you like what you saw, you should hit the subscribe button and hit the bell. You'll be notified when we go live again. Or when I go live again. If you want to be notified when Val goes live, her channel is linked in the video description. So, go check that out. Go subscribe to her. And if you want more of the two of us chilling, we have a lot of VODs over on her channel that you can watch. I would highly recommend the Great Ace Attorney VODs, because we're very funny.
The video game awards and E3 streams are a highlight for me.
Oh yes,
I
absolutely.
I love those collab streams.
And then, of course, there's always the Kingdom Hearts drinking streams, which are classics. So,
Classics, bro.
yeah, the one this year was pretty damn good. We had to voice act in that one. Yeah.
I need to do a rewatch.
I
For
love
sure.
how we only, like, did any kind of real-time fandom nonsense to one guy, and it was just to make him a conspiracy theorist. And have him be obsessed with mole people.
Who do you think that is, chat? If you want to know, go watch the stream.
Exactly. But yeah, and we're also both on Blue Sky. The links to those are down in the description. I think my overlay still says Twitter. I have said for like 4 weeks in a row now, oh, I'm gonna fix that. The issue is, every time that I finish up a stream, it's 9 o'clock on a Sunday. And then
Yeah.
I forget.
Yeah.
But,
Life
Uh,
does that.
yeah. But yeah,
I'm
it's like,
hoping to stream more. Hopefully my weekend is clear. I've been fully booked up the last few weeks, so
Yeah, you've
That's
been
why I
pretty
haven't
busy
been
with some
streaming.
stuff.
Yeah. I've been leaving my house to go, like, hours away from home almost every weekend.
Damn.
So, that's fun.
Yeah. But here's hoping that soon things calm down a little bit for you. You can
Hopefully.
get back to being an anime girl on the internet more regularly.
Yeah, there is a chance I'm gonna get called away this weekend too, but cross your fingers, chat, and maybe we can play
Yes.
more. I don't know. Maybe we'll go into Deltarune or something.
Oh,
Or
hell yeah.
Wanted Dead. We'll see. We'll see
I
what
was-
one we do.
I'll be honest, right before we started stream setup, I was watching a video that was just going over like the funny ways that people had edited this one tweet that Toby made about Deltarune. And then like they were editing it to like block out letters to make him say different things. And the one that got me was, I'm excited to announce we are making Undertale 2.
Love that.
I need to send you that video. And also the one of Sand saying, "Human, I remember your genocides."
Oh my god.
I'll find both of them and send them to you.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god. Sorry. So you know how earlier you were mentioning that there's this one video where it was the fucking Joker if he was blue and orange. That we were talking about before stream, where it's like just this one video where you watch it and you lose it every fucking time.
Yeah.
There is a video called Grunkertail that has been doing the same fucking thing to me. I got back into Gravity Falls recently, and I was just looking at the tag on Tumblr, and someone had posted just this video, and it's just like a YouTube poop, a fucking Grunkle stand in the bottomless pit episode going, "I'll tell you all a good story. It's called Grunkertail," and then it just has him slow motion falling into the hole while the Undertale theme song plays, and it's like sepia tone. It's a good fucking video. Highly recommend
I love
Grunkertail.
I love that.
But yeah. So subscribe to us. Follow us on Blue Sky. You'll be notified also whenever we're going live on someone else's stream who isn't on YouTube. Because I think community posts are still something you have to unlock for some reason. It would be very helpful if I didn't have to have 1,000 subscribers to
Wait,
tell
I have community
you guys.
posts.
You have them?
Yeah.
Do I have them?
When you hit create, at the bottom it says create post.
I do not. Oh, wait, no, I do have that. What? Since when?
You have it.
Okay, well, I guess I'm bitching about nothing. All right. You'll love to see it. Anyways, we're just rambling at this point. So, everyone, have a good night. Don't inject yourself with bacteria you found in Antarctica, because you might go
Don't do
crazy and
that.
then live in the woods.
And no one wants that for you.
Exactly. And I, at least, will definitely be back next weekend. Hopefully Val will be too. We can play more disco.
I pray.
We pray. But if not, then we'll be doing more Steins Gate Zero over here. So, one way or another, tune back in next week. You gotta.
Damn, that game's long.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't help that a lot of the time whenever I do solo streams nowadays, they're like 2 hours long, 2.5 hours long. And the issue is that because of the way that I'm getting the endings, the skip function doesn't work. So, and
That'll
I'm
do
always
it.
like, yeah, and it's always like, I don't want to just, like, speed through a scene because I don't know if something's gonna be different in it. So, yeah, we've been retreading some old ground there. But we did get the Mayuri ending last time, and the Mayuri ending was a fucking trip. So,
Hey!
yeah, I think we have like 2 more or 3 more to go. So,
Hell yeah.
hell yeah.
So tune in, chat, when it happens.
Yes,
or else.
tune in. Or else. If I had
You'll
my
miss
funny
the ending.
if I had my funny
miss
gun
the
hand
ending,
PNG
guys.
up, I would pull that up now, but with the technical difficulties, I did not have time. Anyways, have a good night, everybody. We'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.